Again, everyone. Today I thought I'd like to share a technique that I did donkey's years ago, and I looked at a card made with this technique and I thought, how on earth did I do it? I couldn't remember, but I've worked it out, and so I want to share a new card using this technique with you. And what I want to do is emboss this little panel with this die and this embossing folder at the same time. For this technique, you need stamps and dies which go together, where the actual die itself is a solid one, not an outline one. And you'll see why in a mo. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to start with the base plate of my embossing machine, my die cutting machine. I'm going to put that onto that my embossing mat. Then I'm going to put my panel. Then I am going to put where I want my this penguin here. Put my penguin like that. And here I've got a very old, it's just sort of random dots really, and it's kind of like snow. So I'm going to put this open with the inside of the front over the panel like that. And then I'm going to put this through my machine. So let's just load it in, make sure that the penguin is in the right place. Get my top plate and run it through. There we go. Now, let's have a look. So here I've got a space for the penguin and the rest is covered with snowflakes. So now what I'm going to do is take my stamp platform, and I'm going to use this because I may need to do the stamping more than once. Quite a tight sandwich there. It looks like I've almost cut through, but it doesn't matter because I can put some tape on the back to keep it together. I've had this for years and years, and I don't think I've ever used them. So there's my penguin. Now try and get him. I think I'll do him. I was going to say I could do him at the bottom where I can see what I'm doing, but I'll bring him down a little bit. I'll bring it into the bottom corner. Hope you can see. Looks like he's in the right place. Let's hope he is. Right, I better just put a couple of magnets down on that. Now I'm going to use Versafine Clair because it's such a good, and this has never been inked before, this stamp, but Clearly Besotted are fabulous quality stamps. Look at that, one press, and it's perfect. Didn't even need my... Look at that. So I think this is kind of cute. It's kind of clever. So I'll get a greeting. Are there any greetings in here? Oh yes, there's a Merry Christmas and a Let It Snow. Let's have the Let It Snow, shall we? Here it is. I think I'd like to add this as an extra to this. I think maybe a black surround or a silver surround or something like that. So let me get a bit of scrap. Here's a tiny bit. I will get a block. Let's just see how we go on with this. Never been stamped before. Look at that. Brilliant. I will do it one more time, but I think that's pretty good actually. Let's try it over here. For the first time of stamping, it's wonderful. That is slightly better. I will use that one. Okay, so I'll cut that out. We got a little tiny, let me see what we've got here. This one will do nicely. I'll cut it from both ends to make it the right length. Proper base plate. Okay. One end cut, turn it round, put it onto the other end, make sure the lines are matching, and we'll cut out the other end of the sentiment. There we go. Let it snow, all down there. Let it snow, I think, up there. Isn't that sweet? So we've got an embossed surround, nice flat penguin, and a little sentiment. So I will maybe put a mount, find a little mount for that, and we're done. But I thought that's kind of clever, me thinking of actually remembering what I did. I wonder if I should just colour his I think I might colour his beak. Colour his beak. Let's have a look. See what colour we'll do his beak. I always come these moments, don't I? YR260. Let's try that. YR260. Got it. Here it is. What colour do they call it? I expect they call it penguin's beak. Yellowish brown. We don't call it penguin's beak at all. Right, here we go. There we go. Oh dear. Should we put any shading around his feet? Let's just do a little bit, shall we? I think this is the one I use. Does he need some eyeballs, do you think? Don't want to ruin him, but I think he needs little black eyes, doesn't he? Let's just see. There we go. He's come alive. Right, I will put a picture on the end of the video. Very short and sweet, but you know, have a look, see what you've got. If you've got dies and stamps where the die has got a flat back, an old embossing folder, and use it open with a rubber mat. Perfect. Have a good day. Thanks for joining me.